Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Let Me Explain, 5 months after the first one.
Paul's a little bit concerned about keeping things on time.
Generally.
5 months. So, Justin, what are you talking about this time?
Talk about Vocaloid. Also, this thing.
Oh,
that's going to
I hate
scare
it
you. Yeah, this doll I have on the table is a Hatsune Miku doll. Or stuffy thing.
I'm just going to assume that's not real.
Okay, well, it's real enough. Anyways, Vocaloid is generally a voice synthesizing software. And that is what I am talking about today. And I'm Justin, because I don't think we introduced ourselves in this episode.
Probably not.
As well as Dave, sitting and listening.
And Paul is there.
Trying not to commit suicide.
Yes.
Like every day.
Right, so let's keep the guns away from Paul.
I don't need a gun.
Or sharp objects.
I could do with pills. Anyway, go ahead, Justin.
Alright.
Talk about your Vocaloid.
Alright, so basically, it's a software made popular in Japan for the purpose of basically for singing, basically. And it was initially not intended to be a fully commercial product, but it became a big hit over time. The initial release was back in January of 2004. With the first software, it was initially developed by a company in England named Zero G Limited, and originally was initially available in English before Yamaha made their versions, and then Krypton Future Media, which ended up making a lot more in Japan. I'm not really good at speaking for some reason. I will get my English right someday.
You will make your English good?
Yeah, I will English good someday.
Very good.
I'm not good at reading my own writing. There's a lot here. Actually, it's not even writing, it's just typed.
Well, I didn't expect you to handwrite it.
The technology uses specially recorded vocals from voice actors or actresses or singers. With this software, users are able to synthesize singing by inputting lyrics and melody. Users would simply input the melody on a piano roll interface, and then add lyrics to each note. The pitch of the voice can be changed from there, as well as stress of pronunciations, tones of voice, etc. There's more than one type of Vocaloid as well, and each one usually have a name associated with them. They're sold as a singer in a box, and designed to replace the need for a real-life singer. Any questions so far? This thing is not in the picture yet.
Oh, God. Well, my question's primarily about the stupid doll.
Okay.
But I get it. It's a recording program where you can make a computer sing.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I can follow that so far. I'm not nauseous yet.
Alright. So, the first Vocaloid created was named Leon, and was developed and distributed by Zero G Limited.
I don't like the name.
They don't have any characters associated with them, they're just names.
Yeah, but Leon's a dumb name.
Okay, well, he's also an English singing Vocaloid. And then, eventually, they also made a female variant named Lola.
Don't like that name either.
And then Miriam.
They're just not very good at naming things, are they?
The name on Leon has a male symbol over the O, and the Lola has a female symbol over the O.
I was honestly thinking it was just some kind of acronym sort of thing where the actual name stands for the whole name of the program, but I'm guessing not, and even more so. That just seems silly.
But yeah,
all
three of these initial releases were English Vocaloids. Despite having a name, none of these initial Vocaloids have an official avatar, which is basically what Miku is, which I'll get to eventually. And Miriam was based off her voice provider, Miriam Stockley, and the two others have unknown sources. So basically, Miriam's the only one that had an actual name based on someone.
Yeah, okay.
So anyways, in November of 2004, the Yamaha Corporation developed the first Japanese Vocaloid, Mako, and was distributed by Krypton Future Media. The voice was provided by a Japanese female singer Haigo Meiko. At least I'll be able to pronounce the Japanese names okay.
Imagine if it was me.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know how you would pronounce things.
No, I'd just be like, it's some fucking Japanese chick.
It's a 5-letter word.
I don't care.
Okay, so Meiko was the first Vocaloid to have an official avatar. I do not have a reference right now or anything like that, but basically just imagine something similar to Miku. Because I don't have a doll of it. Alright, anyway. The marketing strategy of providing a character on the box art proved to be successful and influenced the development and artwork of future Vocaloids.
Okay, wait a minute. So, are they selling this at, like, the equivalent of, like, a Walmart? And that's why they're putting the character on the box to, like, get people to buy it? Because I was under the impression that this was, like, a professional kind of program.
The thing is, Japanese culture is very different from American culture.
I've noticed.
Yes, they like adding like characters on things to kind of up the sales.
Yeah, but that, like...
And the female body is very sellable, apparently. Or female figure, I mean.
I just mean, like, if I'm selling a video editing program that's professional quality to a Hollywood studio...
Okay, that's Hollywood, that's not Japan.
No, but you understand, like... I don't get it. Okay, whatever.
I can somewhat understand it with the commercialism of things. What's the better sort of sell in most general people's cases? Random box with a whole bunch of words that basically explain things? Or giving the specific program a bit more of a face or image to assist people with sort of getting an idea of what they're getting?
Well, yeah, basically it's adding a face to the voice provided.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying if I'm developing a professional program, the last thing on my mind is how do I market this to the average person?
Well, anyways.
Well, also I guess it's a case of average person within the culture, which definitely would make sense in this sort of case.
We've gone over my issues with Japan and all that stuff, so continue on.
Anyway, in February of 2006, the first Japanese male Vocaloid, Kaito, was released. His voice was sampled by Naoto Fuga. The name Kaito was chosen by the public as it was easy for non-Japanese speakers to pronounce, and looked fitting with the name Meiko when placed together. However, Kaito's initial release was considered a commercial failure, with only 500 units sold in its first year.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, so basically, a male singer on the box art apparently didn't sell as well as the female one.
Does it say how many the female sold? Or do you not have that number?
I don't have that number.
Oh, okay.
But, so basically, while he needed at least 1,000 units sold to simply be successful, basically, instead of the 500 that he sold. Suddenly, by June of 2008, Kaito started to see an increase in units sold by about 1,000 and became one of Krypton's top 10 products, eventually.
Okay.
So
weird.
basically, he had a rough start until apparently the popularity picked up somehow. Probably due to random songs being released, I don't know. I don't have the specifics on that.
Okay.
Into June of 2007, a new version of the Vocaloid engine, dubbed Vocaloid 2, was released. Basically, each software Vocaloid sees a new version every now and then, like, I don't know, every few years. We're on, like, Vocaloid 5 now? I don't know. But anyways, the first product of Vocaloid 2 was named Sweet Anne. Was developed by Power FX and was a female English Vocaloid sampled by an Australian singer who goes by Jodie. In August of 2007, we would see perhaps the most popular of all Vocaloids, Hatsune Miku, making her debut. It was the first female Vocaloid developed and both developed and distributed by Krypton Future Media, and the first member of the character vocal series, thus dubbed CV01. Later, the other character Vocaloid series, or vocal series Vocaloids, would surface, such as Kagamine Rin and Len, which released later that year, and Megarine Ruka, that released in 2009. Officially, these are the only character vocal series Vocaloids released. A fourth and last one, dubbed CV04, had been in the works, and it's said to have it would have had a masculine voice, but since 2012, it was said that CV04 was not yet abandoned, but there's still no release of it, of that one. So there probably won't be another one. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that product has been abandoned. At least of that series.
No, it's going to be the Duke Nukem Forever.
It's going to be Duke Nukem. I can just imagine Duke Nukem singing.
I can't do a Duke Nukem voice otherwise.
I like to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. Yeah.
You don't steal lines from Rowdy Roddy Piper.
I'm even saying it wrong anyways, so that's embarrassing. Alright, I would go on to list every single Vocaloid product. I'd be here all day if I did that. 2011, Vocaloid 3 was released, and it allowed for backwards compatibility with Vocaloid 2 Vocaloids. Vocaloid 3 provided to have more language options, such as Korean, Spanish, and Chinese, on top of what it already had, which was, like, English and Japanese. Hatsune Miku released with an English version on August 31st, 2013, and soon after, a new Hatsune Miku for Japanese released for Vocaloid 3 on September 26, 2013. Miku and Kaito also saw V3 versions, as they weren't available in Vocaloid 2. Vocaloid 4 is the current engine, not Vocaloid 5. And it was released on December 17th, 2014, and released with VY1V4 as its first product for this engine. That's not really a name, but that's more like a code.
Yeah, that's like a model number.
Basically. Likewise, with Vocaloid 3 and Vocaloid 4 saw updated releases of Megarine Luca on March 19th, 2015, and Kagemine Rin and Len on December 24th, 2015, both in Japanese and English. And Hatsune Miku in August 31st, 2016. Basically, I noticed that they try and release Vocaloids near around their birthday, which is when they initially release or something. Like, I think Miku's is on August 31st. But anyway. Kaito didn't see a Vocaloid 4 release currently. I'm not sure if that is true at the moment, because I wrote this a while ago. I mostly mention these specific Vocaloids because they show up in media the most, basically. They have huge live concerts that feature these Vocaloids in Japan, and sometimes around North America.
I question the concern that Paul kind of raises, but I question where it's coming from.
And it usually leads with Hatsune Miku.
That's understandable with her supposed stardom and popularity.
The popular glow stick often used at these concerts are shaped like a leek, or a spring onion, basically the thing that this Miku is carrying.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Well, that's understandable, but we're kind of questioning why you don't like... Well, not so much why, but where is the unlike coming from specifically from this?
Like, who goes to a concert and like, yay, I get to watch a laptop?
Well, it's not so much a laptop, it's a giant holographic image of the specific character doing dances on stage, with occasionally a live band playing behind them.
Okay, so you get to watch, like, really shitty, like a really shitty movie of somebody singing. Like, yay.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Okay, different culture, but anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
The reason for the spring onion, though.
Oh, God.
There was a popular meme back in 2006 called Leak Spin, which was a video featuring Orihime from the anime Bleach spinning a leak to the Finnish folk song Even Polka. I'm not good on my Finnish, so I apologize.
Well, why aren't you?
On September 3rd of 2007, shortly after Miku's initial release, a Hatsune Miku was born with her own version of Even Polka, and this was the push that made Hatsune Miku and Vocaloid a worldwide phenomenon among otaku and popular culture in Japan.
Yeah.
Because of a leak spin.
Yeah.
So they gave her the leak gimmick
Someone
because
did.
of a meme.
Yes.
Yep.
It's dumb.
Well, firstly, you also have to understand fandoms, which kind of take the one concept of a thing, see the thing they like, and it's like, I wonder what happens when I combine the two. And then a thing happens.
No. See, here's the thing. You can have fans of things that have stupid ideas.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that the creator has to go, your stupid idea is now canon.
Well, basically, it kind of took off because it had, like, millions upon millions of views. And it was one of the first, like, things that Hatsune Miku has. It was basically a debut, almost.
A bit. And then you also have to kind of question,
At least on a worldwide scale.
This one particular thing makes the character that I created very popular. I could not bother to do it and just follow my own style and see how things go from there. Or I can ride this wave and see all these people that really like a thing and follow that thing.
But yeah, basically they did a song, or a Hatsune Miku Vocaloid version of that song, and basically just put Miku on it with a leak spin, or whatever. It's not really much of anything, but anyways, it's kind of used in... It's actually used in the games based on Vocaloids.
Wait.
Yes, there are games based on Vocaloids. I'll get to that soon.
Oh, fuck me. Next, you're going to tell me there's an anime, too.
No, there isn't.
Oh,
Not quite yet.
Jesus.
It wouldn't surprise me if something like that came, though.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there will be one. I'm pretty sure there's manga, though. And I don't know how that works, because it's like... Okay. But it's a voice software thing. Why does it need manga? But that's
it's a simple case that, sure, it's a computer program. The instant you give it any sort of character or a face, if it's decently blank or just something to sort of give a product a specific idea, the fandom is going to run wild with it.
Yeah, but nobody's beating down Marvel's door to be like, hey, why aren't you publishing a Make My Video comic?
Different culture.
Well, also because I wanted to get a Make My Video reference in here.
Okay.
Nah.
Right.
Because greatest video game of all time.
Alright, I'm skipping Hatsune Miku. I don't even like the design of Hatsune Miku.
I'm fine with it.
Basically a more super deformed... It's not my cup of tea. Basically, reason why it's Hatsune for that version is because apparently it's a childish mispronunciation of Hatsune.
Because word puns.
Anyways, the first official song featuring Hatsune Miku was named Hoshino Kakera Ballad, which was simply a demo song that featured her voice and released before her official release. So basically, basically a demo song. Anyway, with the popular Vocaloid and Hatsune Miku, there's been several video game releases. So I guess I'm getting into that now.
Several?
Several, yes.
Several.
However, most of them have only... Well, they only started in Japan and then eventually made its way overseas.
As most video games kind of do.
So, it starts off with Hatsune Miku Project Diva, which is a rhythm-based game series that features various songs, mainly featuring Hatsune Miku, Kagamine, Rin, and Lan, Megurine, Luka, Kaito, and Meiko. Sometimes there would also be additional characters in-game, such as Sakine Meiko, which is supposedly not Mako, but entirely based on her. I don't even know why that's there. Akita Neru, Yowane Haku, Kasane Teto, and Miku Dayo, and Gumi. All these names are apparently other characters that are Vocaloids.
Give me 1 minute. I gotta call Sony. I got a great idea for a new game.
Oh dear.
Keep talking. I just gotta send a text here.
Right. The game series started on the PlayStation Portable and moved on to arcade, then PS3, the Vita, and PlayStation 4. The first Project Diva game to be officially localized in English was Hatsune Miku Project F, or Project Diva F. It was released in North America on August 27th, 2013 for the PlayStation 3, with the North American Vita version releasing the next year. Another series dubbed Hatsune Miku Project Mirai is a spin-off series that released for the Nintendo 3DS. Only Project Mirai DX released in North America on September 8th, 2005, while the first two were Japanese-only releases. Project Mirai is similar to Project Diva in that it's a rhythm-based game, but features an additional playstyle that utilizes the 3DS touchscreen for rhythm game.
I sent my text.
Alrighties.
Why? You texted me.
Yes, I did. You're the closest person to Sony I know.
Should I bother asking what he said?
Sony Moviemaker the game. It'll sell 1 billion copies in Japan or something. Do it and pay me $1 million. Thanks, Sony.
I think my idea is just as relevant.
How so within the idea of a movie maker?
Well, they're selling this fucking software that somebody's singing, and they're making fucking video games off of it. Why can't Sony Moviemaker get in on this shit?
Within the concept basing the same idea, or just because that's
because it's equally as ridiculous.
Okay. Taking a ridiculous concept, but not having any sort of thought or idea behind it.
How do you turn a voice synthesizer into a game?
Rhythm game?
Rhythm game.
Because it's mainly made for like songs and stuff.
But I think mostly the big thing is, yes, within the basis of it, it is just a voice program to sing particular music and whatnot. But again, you give a face to something and give it a bit of a personality, yeah, it just opens up the door for a whole bunch of different things.
Anyway, Justin, continue on. I'll try to stop making fun of it, but I won't.
Yeah,
Right.
no, we know you won't.
So that's basically all I have to say on the video game portion. And now, Hatsune Miku has even appeared in some North American media and concerts.
Fuck me, Dad.
Miku performed at the Nokia Theater during 2011's Anime Expo in Los Angeles.
Oh, well, that's not a real thing.
Okay, well,
Despite the fact that it happened and there is records of it happening.
it was an Anime Expo, therefore it didn't happen.
Nope. Anything involving anime doesn't exist.
Okay. Miku even did an opening act for Lady Gaga in the first month of Lady Gaga's world tour in 2014.
So 2 things I don't care about came together. Don't care.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't care about Lady Gaga either, though.
No, that's mildly intriguing.
I'm not too much of a fan of her. In October 2014, Miku made her American network television debut by performing Sharing the World on The Late Show with David Letterman.
Was he being held at gunpoint or something?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
That leaves me mildly intrigued, because you figured I would have heard something like that before, but no, this is the first I sort of heard about it.
Yeah, but he has legitimate bands on his show sometimes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's also had Hatsune Miku at least once. And during 2016, there was also a Hatsune Miku Expo tour, where they did performances in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Dallas, Houston, Toronto, Chicago, New York, Monterey, I can't pronounce your name, and Mexico City.
It's a fucking laptop.
No, it's not.
It's a computer program.
They have songs that people have made.
Okay, this confounds me to no end.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I suppose. But I think the easiest sort of thing to bring up, you are interested in a guy wearing ridiculous spandex outfits that came from a comic book.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Is there?
Demonstrably, yes.
Yeah, I suppose. But still, basic concept.
No matter what, this confounds me, but continue, Justin.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anyways, this is more personal opinion now, but I've not used any Vocaloid software at all, other than a few of their games, basically. But I do find the music enjoyable, and it's definitely not for everyone.
Yeah.
As I believe I have stated fervently.
Yeah.
And despite what Paul would think, I would say that it has some quality stuff coming from it, and it does continue to grow. It does more than just J-pop, but it's mostly what it's known to be used for. Best, I would say, a recommendation would be basically for like anyone interested in Vocaloid would be the song Love is War, which is a song in Japanese. And you probably wouldn't understand anything said in it anyway, but it's a song sung by Hatsune Miku. There's also a few English Vocaloid song recommendations I have, like Deja Vu by Circus P. It's not the one that's by Initial D, but it's good too. And there's also demos of the rhythm game series of Vocaloid on the 3DS and the PS3 and PS4 as well. If you have a PS3, there are demos of Project Diva F, and the PS4 should have Project Diva X as a demo. And Project Diva Future Tone can be downloaded free with 2 songs. If you find any of these games to your liking, the full games usually have anywhere between 30 to 50 songs. Although Future Tone has like the full song list consists of like 220 songs.
Okay. Is that the conclusion?
That is generally my conclusion on this.
Oh.
Now, what is your take on it, Paul?
I don't get it.
I do have my 3DS with me with Project
No.
Diva.
I think my question when it comes to this is, what about it doesn't really make sense, aside from the cultural sense of things?
I'm not going to have sound on or anything, but...
How much am I going to hate this? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, before I even look at the screen.
10.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to try this. Fuck you, I'm not using the touchscreen.
Anyway, while Paul's checking that particular stuff out...
I'm on a loading screen and I'm already worried. Holy shit. Okay, rhythm game. Keep talking about... I'm going to investigate further.
In my case, I mostly discovered Vocaloids with seeing the after effects of the particular characters being created and the creations that came from the fandom of these people that enjoyed the characters. Mostly seeing the characters through particular videos, as well as the leak polka video that was popular around the time.
Yeah.
At the most part, I can sort of get an understanding of where the fandom kind of goes with it, giving the characters a bit of a personality, either from the company's point of view or from what the fandom creates, and seeing those particular characters sort of come up. Aside from that, I do know of the particular performances that have been shown, the technology that was sort of done to have those sort of performances happen, and with a basic understanding of how the culture kind of works and those sorts of things, it's definitely interesting to see those sorts of things being performed. But again, like you, Justin, I've never actually gotten to use any one of those particular programs or have really searched them out in any sort of case. At very most, it's mostly these particular characters are related to a particular voice program, and their popularity is sort of built up from the particular program and these specific characters themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I got into it basically while I guess I was going through college. No, even before that, actually. I just randomly listened to the songs because, for whatever reason, I like listening to Japanese gibberish sometimes, even if I don't understand all the lyrics.
I could somewhat understand that. Being a bit more into music myself, it sometimes helps when you don't exactly understand the language a particular person is saying, but the inflection of the voice and the tone that they sing certain things in kind of puts the song across in that sort of sense.
Alright, I'm trying to get a picture of like a concert.
No.
Yes.
In my case, I've seen a couple pictures of concerts. I've seen other particular characters from different series use the same sort of technology to do particular concerts.
Where they basically have like a hologram on stage and doing like their performance that way.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said I would hate it on a scale of 1 to 10 as a 10, we have to create a new scale.
We have to create a new scale.
Are we going to have to use our traditional scale that we made up in high school, or are we going to have to create an even newer one?
That's a 1 to false. That doesn't even have anything.
Dude, it's 1 to false. It covers everything.
Blue.
Exactly.
Blue, blue, blue. God damn it. I hate it. That's like a 15.
Within the typical basis of the scale, or are we placing that on the scale somewhere up in the high ends, but not quite at the super high ends?
Oh, I don't get it. I'm never going to get it, so whatever.
Nah, that's understandable.
I tried to explain as best as I could.
Yeah.
Oh no, I understood that. I don't understand the appeal.
The appeal? It has appeal.
Fair enough.
It just doesn't have your appeal.
Clearly.
I think an interesting question would be, if you wanted to try and do something like this here within our culture, do you think the same method that happened with the Vocaloids would work? Or what other method do you think would have to be done to have something like this work here?
What do you mean?
Imagine if you have like a, let's say it had like an Elvis voice synthesizer.
Now that wouldn't surprise me, but I'm thinking more around the case of you have a particular product and you wanted to sell it, then the first initial thought would be putting a character or face to it.
Yeah, if you're selling a mass market product, sure.
What would it be if it was something more, I can't remember the exact word you used, but more of a high-tech computer program?
If you're selling a professional program, I just don't see the need to put a fucking gimmick on it. Like, you're selling what the product can do, you're not selling the fucking packaging.
Okay, so you see the character more as kind of advertisement or packaging with not exactly an explanation of what the product actually does.
No, okay, so if I'm selling, like, video editing software, I'm going to show what the software can do. I'm not going to put a fucking Japanese chick with pink hair on the cover and be like, buy my video editing software, there's a chick with pink hair on the cover.
I suppose.
Because it's totally irrelevant to the product.
I suppose.
I mean, it's not an apples-to-apples comparison, but...
No, it's not.
True. Honestly, if we wanted to mesh the ideas, you could use it as kind of an announcer or an explanation of the program in that sort of sense. Whether it would be in sort of a video sense of that particular character running through the program and explaining those particular things.
Okay, so, you know how Microsoft Word used to have a little paperclip dude?
That thing was terrifying.
But awesome. Okay, so, the paperclip dude was in theory, he was super helpful.
In theory.
Gave you tips and other particular things.
But they didn't schlep him on the fucking box and be like, we have a little animated paperclip dude.
That's understandable. Around, no, that probably would have been more around the 2000s or so that I think they might have started doing that.
Then how would you go about selling a voice synthesis software?
Sell it on what the software can fucking do!
Okay.
Essentially just have it sing a song and say that this is the thing that did it.
Or, like, I also don't understand the whole point of building an entire software for a voice like that. Like, that baffles me beyond comprehension as well. But I just don't get it. I'm never gonna get it.
Nah, I suppose. At least until it comes to some particular thing that you do care about, that particular program would somewhat fill as particular spot of getting the specific goal that you want done.
There's virtually no way I will ever understand this.
Nah,
that is fine.
Yeah, true.
Did you have anything to add, Justin?
Currently not right now, no.
Okay. So I think that's going to be it for this time. I'm not going to say this week because God only knows it'll probably be 5 months until David has something ready.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the 3,527 different ideas that are running through my head. It's thankfully going down, but still.
Alrighty, so I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And Justin.